Hello everyone and welcome to my round 3 review. I am absolutely thrilled. What an amazing week. 2 top 1% weeks in a row. We scored 2,101. We went the right option in our trades. Changed it up a bit from the review video, but we'll get that in later. We'll get up to that later. Season rank of 174, which is the highest I've been in any SuperCoach, so I'm absolutely thrilled with that. Oh man, what a start to the season. This is just beautiful to look at. I'm going to savor it while I can because I probably won't be here for long, but let's enjoy it. So getting into the team, we changed up the trades in the review video. We never usually keep it the same, so I probably should implement a trades video or something. But we went Day, Hasty, and Sardis out for Lindsay, Henderson, and Sinclair. Lindsay and Henderson were a bit of a letdown. Henderson was fine, but like Lindsay getting injured was a massive letdown, and I was heavily regretting that I took that option. After Lindsay got injured, I was just like, oh fuck, what have I done? I'm gonna have a shit week here. And then Sinclair, I decided, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. Why don't I just captain Sinclair and see how he goes? Pod captain against the Tigers. I reckon the lowest he could go is about 120. And he proved me right. A 162 captain score for Sinclair. I think it was the second highest in the round. Jackson just outscored him, but no one really has Jackson, so there's nothing to worry about there. But wow, I'm so happy I got Sinclair. This is amazing. A 162 first week in my team. Captain score. Our captains have been amazing this year. And yeah, we viced Rosie. He ended up getting the 64, which I thought was very shit because like I usually never fail with my VCs, but this time it did, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to go something crazy here, and it'll probably fuck up, knowing my luck. And then I was just like, let's go Sinclair, and wow, he got nearly 100 more than, he nearly tripled Rosie's score, so that is just fantastic. Can't believe that. But enough glazing Sinclair. Let's get into the team. First up, we got Zorko. What a trade-in he has been. I'm so glad I got him when I didn't. Otherwise, I'd be screwed because he has just been by far the best defender this season. Yeah, he's going to be so consistent, so good this year. He's showing that getting the Brisbane players on the easy fixture is definitely worthwhile, as he's gone through 130s to start the season, and his fixture is not getting any harder. Like Richmond, Bulldogs, Collingwood, St Kilda, Gold Coast, North Melbourne, Hawthorn, Essendon, Adelaide, all to come. And then this is where his fixture starts to get a little bit harder. And Zorko just loves playing at the Gabba and the MCG, so he's just a safe VCLC option every week. We'll talk about what we do with him in terms of that later. But yeah, he's been a stunning pick. Up to 620k. He's definitely going to be top 6, if not top 1. So, yeah, that's amazing from Zorko. Then we got Sinclair. Oh my god, this is just self-explanatory. How good of a pick is this? I went the pod option. I was just like, you know what? I don't want to go Jerry and Callahan or whatever I had before. I want to try something different. I want to try something that the rest of the competition isn't doing so that I can try and get a leg up. And it worked. Sinclair, and I chucked the captain on him, which was a last-minute decision, but I'm so happy I did, because that just saved my week. I mean, what about this? Just an incredible score from Sinclair. So glad I have him. And yeah, he's definitely going to be top 6, so I'm so happy that I got him. Sheasel's had a really poor start to the season, but he hasn't even been that bad, like, games-wise. He just hasn't really converted to Supercoach, so I feel like that'll change for Sheasel. Yeah, he'll still definitely be top 3, top 4, maybe even the number 1 defender. Short 89. It might be time to go for Big Jaden. Look, I could hold him for one more, because I just feel like it will be that consistent 80s guy, which isn't the worst, but it's also something that can hold you back a little bit. But at this stage of the year, I reckon it's fine in your defense. But, yeah, he's going to have to go sooner or later. So, short, I expected him to go 100 plus against the Saints, and, he just notched an 89, which was pretty poor. Trainer ended up outscoring him, which was crazy. We'll get into these defensive rookies in a second. They were crazy, but yeah, Short's been really disappointing as a starting pick, given how big I was in the preseason. But yeah, it's time to go for him. Maybe not this week, but definitely next week. So we'll see about that. Zach Reed, 88, amazing, super defense score. Like, I was expecting my defensive rookies to hold me back massively. They ended up saving my week. Like, an 88 and a 90 from Trainer Reed is just fantastic. Reed was everywhere during his game. Like, it was all around us in his defense, and it felt like they were playing kick to kick in the back line for the whole game, which really helped Reed and Price scoring. That's why they did as well as they did. And to be fair, it worked for Essendon as well, because they tired Port Adelaide out. They made them chase by just doing the kick to kick technique in the back line, and made them chase their men the whole day, and eventually they got fatigued, and it really showed in the last quarter. Like, Port Adelaide were fatigued, and Essendon would just go. So props to them. They played really well. I was at the game. Yeah, Zach Reed, fantastic score. His cash gen is going to be pretty good now. Speaking about good cash gen now, we got Luke Trainer, just scored a 90 against the Saints. He looked like the one to really benefit off halfback against the Saints, and it was the first real game we've seen of him where we thought, oh yeah, this guy looks pretty good. And yeah, a 90 score is just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Scored higher than Short, and Sheasel, so yeah, props to you, Trainer. This just amazing, really well done. Roberts DMP and League DMP. League's probably going to have to go this week. Wait, let's just put Roberts on for Reed now that he's got the bye. And that is not a bad looking defence by any means. Getting into the midfielders, Dunkley 105, great game. It was looking pretty grim at a third quarter time, but the Brisbane boys always do me right. And we'll talk about Ashcroft in a second, but wow. Like, I'm so happy with these Brisbane boys. Not a single one of them has failed me. Yeah, Dunkley, I think he's lucky to score what he did. He had like 26 and 6 tackles at about, what do you have? Like 40% efficiency, which was really shit. Smith had like 28. I don't know how he scored an 81. Supercoach just gives him points for standing there. It's incredible what they do to him. Yeah, but Dunkley was pretty good. 105. Could have been a bigger score if his efficiency was up, but yeah, this is still completely fine for Dunkley. And he had a massive last quarter, so I'm happy that he got to where he did. And I think he's just still going to be solid top 8 midfielder this season. So very happy that I started Dunkley. He's just been 3 straight tons, which is great, including 173. And what's his break even? 145. That's pretty shit, but he's up to 618k now, which is great. Rosé 64. Now, I don't really know what happened here. Like, he was getting tagged, but it wasn't really even like a hard tag. It was just sort of just like when he was at the stoppage, they were monitoring him a little bit, but they weren't really like full tag. So I don't really know what happened with Rosé here. Just a bit of a poor one, and like he probably deserved an 80 if you look at his stats, his actual game stats. But yeah, he just didn't convert the Supercoach and looked pretty shit. But I back him to bounce back. I think this is just a bad game for Rosie. Butter's coming back next week, so hopefully he'll cop the win. Hager tag. Yeah, I still back Rosie in to be top 10 mid. And then we got Chera, a 98. It was sort of underscored. Actually, no, it was a fairly scored game. Like, he had like 26 disposals, a few tackles. He had some good influence on the game, but as we've seen with Chera and basically the whole Carlton side for the first 2 rounds of the season, he only really does well when Carlton are winning. And yeah, he had a great first half, and then the second half was just slowed down a little bit, as has been the theme for Carlton the whole start to the season. Yeah, it's been really miserable. So yeah, that club's going to be the death of me. But oh well. Chera's been a great starting pick, so I'm super happy with him. Break even to 68, he's just going to keep rising. Keep going, Chera. Amazing pick. Oliver, oh my goodness. Now, I'm about to have a fit at champion data because this man had 30 disposals, a bunch of tackles, and at like 75% efficiency. Why the hell is he scoring an 80? Like, are you fucking serious? He had 30 disposals. This is Clayton Oliver we're talking about. 75%. And he had about 15 contested. So I don't know why he got fucking scored an 80. Any other day, this would be like a 120 for Clary. But for some reason, bloody Supercoach just didn't want to give him points. Like, yeah, sure it was a thrashing, but he still should have notched up at 100. Like, the difference should have been 100. He should have gotten 100, I reckon, this game. And if they won, he should have got like a 120, 130. But an 80 is just absurd. Like, how much more underscored can you get? I definitely back him in. He played a great game. It's just SuperCoach a fucking dickhead sometimes. But yeah, I back him to bounce back. But this is just very underscored for Clayton Oliver. That really pissed me off. But this did not piss me off. This made me so happy. Ashcroft 136. He looked like an absolute gun in that midfield. He got the most CBAs, I think. I think he had like 80% CBAs. A 136, 33 disposals, and I think he scored a goal. Maybe he scored a goal, maybe he didn't. But yeah, he was just by far Brisbane's best player. One of the best games he's ever played in his whole career. And I think after seeing that, Faves was really happy with him. So I think the midfield time is just going to be straight going up from here for Ashcroft. So this is incredible. A starting pick that looked pretty shit. And I was on the verge of actually trading out, but I'm so glad I didn't. What a hold. Break even to 35 now. He's just going to keep on rising. So happy with Ashcroft's 136, Brisbane's best player, and one of our best players in the team. Our second best player, actually. Yeah, because he scored the second highest. So props to Ashcroft. Levi Ashcroft, look, this is fine. It's just a bit of a bad score. I think he struggled because it was his first really like wet, shitty, like contact full game. But yeah, I think this is just an outlier. Like he didn't play that bad. Just didn't really convert to SuperCoach. I think next week he'll score an 80 or something and get that cash in right back up. So I back Ashcroft to bounce back. Then we got Lindsay on 9. This was so frustrating because, I mean, he looked so good when he was playing. He looked like he had a great half-back role, half-back slash wing, and man, it's just so disappointing. I think he's only going to be out for a couple of weeks, so he's holdable. But, yeah, that was just, that did not bring a smile to my face. But it is what it is. He's still, if he comes back, he's still going to make some serious cash. What's his break even? 28. It's not the highest, but it's not the lowest either, so he's holdable, Lindsay, but disappointing. Never the sub, like, seriously, why? Why Chris Scott? Like, you've got fucking Ted Closey in the team. Why the hell is he not the sub? Like, Never's better than him. Really disappointing there. And, like, all the midfielders, their cash-in's fucked now. Like, break even of 30. All of these guys have break evens like 25 and above. This is really shit for people who we thought were going to be the best rookies. But, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully they can bounce back next week. And I think they will. I back them. Kako went up 30k, scored a 62, break even 11. He's going to keep on rising. He's just going to be slow-ish sort of burn. But yeah, I'm happy with Kako. He's a real talent. Like, he might not score amazingly every week at SuperCoach, but he's a super talent. So I'm happy that I got him in my team. He's at the bye this week though, so can't really do anything with him. Henderson looked okay, but I mean, Mobber got thrashed, so what can you do? Still got to break even at negative 27, so he's just going to keep rising. So that's fine with Henderson. Camporeale got fucking dropped, like, my god. This was bloody disappointing. Break even at negative 41, like, it's so annoying when these guys play 2 games and their break-evens are all really, really low. Like Patton and Camporeale, and they just rot on your bench because they get dropped or whatever. Like, that's just so disappointing. But I think Camporeale will come back sooner rather than later, so I think it could be holdable. Cameron held him through his bye, and I'm lucky. I'm so grateful I did because no other ruckman apart from maybe Nank did really well. So yeah, I'm glad I held off with Jerry. He nearly got injured in that first quarter, so I was laughing for a second there. But he did play the whole game, ended up scoring like an 80, but it's still a bit of an injury concern for him, so I'm glad I didn't go there. And I'm just overall glad I held Cameron, that's great. Declining 133. Was a bit pissed off that I didn't VC him, but thank God I didn't because of Sinclair. And yeah, this is just what we're going to get from Declining if he keeps playing solo ruck, so absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. If Pitternet does come back to the team though, we can just move him on to Jerry once he's made good enough cash. So yeah, he's been a great starting pick as well to Koning. Isaac Rankin 119. kicked a couple of behinds. If they were goals, he probably would have scored a 140. And yeah, he just looks really good. He looks like one of the best players in the competition this year. I think you can lock him in for a 115 plus average this year. He's going to be super in the forward line. Horn Francis, like, what a shit start to the season this has been. Break even a 151. He went down 40k and he scored 83, 61, and 82. Not a good start at all. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there, Horn Francis. Like, I was watching the game. He just looks nervous every time he gets near the ball. And, like, I don't know whether it's the hate people are giving to him or just, like, the way the fans are treating him or whatever, but he just seems nervous and shaky every time he gets near the ball, which is a bit annoying. But honestly, I back for Horn Francis to bounce back. All he needs is one good game, I reckon, and then he's off for the rest of the season. So, yeah, I think Horn Francis, he's fine, but he just needs to put foot to pedal at the moment. It just feels like he's sort of cruising and playing it a bit safe, being a bit scared maybe, but yeah, he just needs to put the foot to pedal and he will fucking blast off. So I back Horn Francis still. Don't trade him out. Like he's still gonna average about 95 plus, I reckon, which should be keeper in the forward line. McRae 120, he's gonna be F1 this year. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. He's just so back, it's not even funny. Yeah, a serious consideration for VCNC every week. Glad I didn't go home this week though because of SINCLAIR, but he was heavily considering it. And look, 120 wouldn't have been the worst, but 162 is so much better. Daniel 116, he looks like he could be a keeper in the forward line. I don't think he will be though, just because he's a little bit old and in my eyes just a little bit washed. So I don't think he's going to uphold this for the rest of the season, sadly, Daniel. I'd love him to, but I think the most we're going to get out of Daniel is a 90 average. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to move him on once he's done making his cash. But for now, you've been fantastic, so hopefully you can prove me wrong, Daniel. Hewitt was the sub. Like, he played one quarter, scored a 22, which was I'm really happy with. But, fuck, like, don't make him the sub, man. You've got people worse than that. Like, why the fuck is Bailey Williams in the team? Like, Hewitt's better than that. But it is what it is. It didn't count to best 22, so best 18, so it's fine. Ashcroft, Lindsay, Nevitt, Hewitt. Who's the other guy? Or is that it? And Darcy Cameron, they all didn't count to best 22, so that's fine. Pat Knight to put on field because of how good Davidson went. Like, man, from a Blues fan's perspective, he tore us up. He was one of the sole reasons that the Bulldogs won that game. Yeah, he's going to be a super, like, I think he's going to be the #1 rookie this year. Then Connor Stone, look, we're just going to get a slow burn out of this guy. I don't think he'll get dropped, just because I see his role. Like, he might not get a lot of touches, but I think he's more of just like a sort of lockdown-ish, smaller defender rather than a attacking halfback, which is fine for cash gen, but would have liked a bit of a better role. But I don't think he'll get dropped, so that's okay. And O'Driscoll is just, he's going to be the #1 rookie this year. Like, Davidson's going to be good, but I think O'Driscoll's going to, oh my god, he's at 274k already. What a pick this has been. I really wanted to start him, but I just couldn't squeeze him in because of price and all that. Ended up getting him at round 1, so very happy with that. Break even at -36. He will be like primo caliber scoring until Hayden Young comes back, so he's a seriously good flex. So happy I got him there. And yeah, that is the team. So very happy with the boys' performance overall. Only real downsides were Horn Francis, Lindsay, so like pretty much all of these rookies that went into the defense, and Jaden Short. So in terms of trades, now I know 1000% I'm not going to be using a boost this week because having used 3 boosts in the first 3 rounds of the season is just absurd. So it's bad enough that I've used 2 already. So I got to play a bit more conservative now. And having no trades towards the end of the last season is what really fucked me up as well. So got to be a bit more conservative. Leak out, I think. Although he might play. Like, if someone gets dropped, he's definitely coming in. but his break even's -6, and that's just shit. Fuck leak off. I could go short out, or I could go pattern. Hmm. What do we here? If I go short, then I can get Bice, Riley Bice, and we got 449k. I'm not gonna get a premium. I'll probably move Patton up there. Break evens. Ooh, Merrick and Humphrey are like really, really enticing. I was watching the Fremantle West Coast game like really, really hard to see Merrick's role, and man, it looked fantastic. Like it looks like Luke Ryan's, but more attacking. It might have to be him, you know. I didn't mind Humphries as well, but I feel like he's more of a high half forward than a midfielder, so I just don't think he's going to sustain this scoring. But a -55 break even is good as well. It's definitely out of Humphrey or Merrick. Let's check Thingo CBAs. Gold Coast. Bailey Humphrey, so he's got 32 and 41. 41's pretty good. 32 is pretty shit. So, I don't know if these are two fluke games from Humphrey. Like, I love him as a player, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna hold this up. Like, in his first year, he went 117, 101, 90 and then 99. Went on a massive stretch, and then he just did this the rest of the season. So, I don't even know. But he can have two good games in a row, but I just don't know whether he's going to hold it up or not. And I'd rather pick someone with a more secure, good-looking role, which is Marek. And what he scored the first week, he was sub and he scored 33 the first week. Scored 72 last week, but played really well, just didn't convert to SuperCoach. And then he just exploded this week. So, and like Freo are not an easy opponent. He plays at NG Stadium, which is amazing for like sort of halfbacks and attacking defenders. So it might have to be Marek, and then we get 183k in the bank. But if we do that, we're also missing out on what's his name? Murphy Reed, Christian Moraes, and Tek Losi. Let's put Davidson on there. Put Henderson. Fielding Henderson's a bit shit though. Like I know it's a buy round, but it's still a bit annoying that I have to field someone of Henderson's caliber. Or wait, trade Marek out. I really like Marek's role, so it's probably going to be annoying and the wrong decision a bit if I don't get him. But there is someone that, honestly, myself, I don't think he has the greatest role. I think he's just a good player. But SuperCoach just loves him, just glazes him. So, and this man I'm talking about is Bailey Smith, of course. Missed him for his 150 for the first round of the season, which really pissed me off. But scored an 81, going at 28%. So that says something. If he could score an 81 going at 28%, what's he gonna get when he goes at like 50%? He's gonna ton up for sure. Like I don't want him. Like I genuinely don't think he's that good. Especially from a role perspective. Like he's just sort of a winger who can get some. He's got sort of like the Hugh McCluggage role. Like I don't like it, but SuperCoach is just gonna glaze him, and he's got a break even at 3. So what's the worst that could really happen here? I think we just do this for now. Projection of 1956, which is actually really, really good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with these. These are probably the trades I'm going to keep with. Like, I don't see me changing it up too much this week, because if I get too up and into the trades this week, I'll probably end up using a boost, which is super, super annoying. And I'm not going to be doing that. I know for sure I can't be using a boost. So these are probably going to be it for my trades. I don't think I need to change much. But after the buy rounds are over after this week, I've got to be getting some of these rookies like Trainer, Henderson, and maybe Never off the field. So yeah, we got some moves to make next week. But for now, this is what I'm doing, and I'm pretty happy with it. So thank you guys for watching this round review, and I'm pretty happy with the way I've gone, and hopefully we can uphold this for the rest of the season. See you later.